particularly flour, can be frustrating and concerning. Ants are resourceful creatures that can infiltrate your kitchen and contaminate food if proper precautions aren't taken. Flour, being a staple in most households, is a prime target for ants because it's easily accessible and offers a nutritious source of food. Once ants have found their way into the flour, it's important to take immediate action to remove them and prevent future infestations. Here, I'll outline 3 highly effective tips to remove ants from flour and ensure they don't come back. These solutions range from immediate steps to clean up infested flour to preventive measures that can safeguard your pantry in the long run. Each method requires attention to detail, patience, and the willingness to keep your kitchen space clean and organized. The first tip to effectively remove ants from flour involves a comprehensive cleaning process, targeting both the flour and the surrounding areas. The first step is to discard the contaminated flour immediately. Ants can spread bacteria, and even if only a few ants are visible, the contamination could be more extensive than it seems. After removing the flour, it's important to thoroughly clean the entire area where the flour was stored. Ants often leave pheromone trails to guide other ants to food sources, and these invisible trails can attract more ants if not properly cleaned. Use a mixture of water and vinegar to wipe down surfaces in the pantry or storage areas. Vinegar acts as a natural ant repellent and can erase the chemical scent trails left by ants. Additionally, pay attention to any cracks or crevices where ants might be entering. Use a vacuum to suck up any remaining ants and clean out tiny spaces where food crumbs might have accumulated. By ensuring that the storage area is clean and free of any ant trails or food particles, you will reduce the likelihood of a reinfestation. Along with cleaning, storing your flour in airtight containers is essential for both preventing and addressing ant problems. Ants can easily infiltrate paper bags or thin plastic packaging, making flour a vulnerable target when left in its original packaging. To solve this issue, transfer flour into thick, airtight containers made of glass, heavy-duty plastic, or metal. These containers prevent ants from accessing the flour and preserve its freshness for longer periods. Airtight seals ensure that no scent escapes the container, reducing the likelihood of ants being drawn to the flour in the first place. When choosing a container, make sure it has a tightly sealed lid that snaps or screws on securely. Many modern food storage containers are designed with this purpose in mind, and some are even marketed specifically for keeping pests out. This step not only helps with ants but can also protect your flour from other pantry pests like weevils or beetles. Labeling the containers and organizing them in the pantry ensures that flour is properly rotated, reducing the chance that older flour, which may be more prone to pest infestations, is left forgotten in the back of a shelf. In addition to flour, consider placing other frequently targeted dry goods like sugar, rice, or cereals in similar airtight containers. Another effective method to deal with ants in flour is the use of natural repellents and deterrents. Many natural substances are known for their ability to repel ants, making them a safe, non-toxic way to protect your food from infestations. Cinnamon is one of the most widely recognized natural ant deterrents. Sprinkling a thin layer of ground cinnamon around the pantry shelves or in the corners where you store flour can create a barrier that ants are unlikely to cross. Its strong scent confuses the ants, disrupting their ability to follow pheromone trails. Additionally, essential oils like peppermint and tea tree oil are effective natural ant repellents. A few drops of either oil diluted in water can be sprayed around pantry doors, windowsills, and baseboards to keep ants away from food storage areas. It's important to note that dealing with ants in flour is not just about eliminating the current infestation but also about taking steps to prevent future ones. The key to long-term success is to maintain a clean and well-organized pantry. Regularly inspecting your pantry and food storage areas for signs of ants, such as small piles of sawdust-like material or the presence of live ants, will help you detect a potential problem early on. Ensure that all food is stored in sealed containers and that the pantry is cleaned regularly, especially if any spills occur. Another aspect to consider when addressing ant infestations in flour is sealing any entry points that ants may use to get into the house or pantry. Ants are incredibly small and can fit through tiny gaps and cracks. Inspect the walls, windows, and doors in your kitchen and pantry for any potential entry points. Caulking small cracks and gaps can make it much harder for ants to enter your home. Pay particular attention to the areas around pipes, vents, and electrical outlets, as these are common entry points for ants. Installing weather stripping on doors and windows can also help keep ants out. Additionally, trimming back any vegetation that touches the outside of your home can reduce the chances of ants finding their way inside, as plants can act as bridges for ants from the outside environment. Dealing with ants in flour requires a combination of immediate action to remove the contaminated food and preventive measures to keep them from returning. The first step is to clean the infested area thoroughly, ensuring that all traces of food and ant trails are eliminated. This process will not only remove the ants currently present but also prevent others from following their trail. Next, storing flour in airtight containers will protect it from future infestations and help keep your pantry organized. Finally, using natural repellents like cinnamon, essential oils, and diatomaceous earth can act as effective, non-toxic barriers to keep ants at bay. Additionally, regular maintenance of your kitchen, sealing entry points, and using ant baits can further enhance your defense against ant infestations. By following these tips, you can successfully remove ants from flour and create an environment that is less attractive to pests in the future. I hope you will like my video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.